The next day, you agree to marry Jungkook, and today Jungkook and his family are arriving to your house. In your room, you sit in front of the mirror, nervously adjusting your new dress and makeup, waiting for the call from your parents announcing their arrival. The laughter and the chatter from downstairs only intensity your anxiety. Suddenly, Jimin appears effortlessly, jumping through the window with his can. You lingering appreciatively on your attire. Jimin, you stand up, turning to face him as he takes in your appearance with a smirk. You look incredible, babe. Jungkook is going to be pleased. His voice is dripping with confidence, making it clear he expects nothing less than perfection. Jimin, I'm not feeling well. My parents are so thrilled. And why shouldn't they be? His tone is lightly sharp, revealing his frustration with your self-doubt and betraying them. Jimin, your voice cracks as tears swell up, threatening to ruin your carefully applied makeup. Jimin steps forward, his hand cupping your face with a firm grip, his touch both grounding and commanding. No, you are not. We are doing this for our future. For our future family. His hands are warm and steady as he wipes away your tears. His gaze fierce and unyielding. He speaks with an intensity that brooks no argument, his voice low and insistent. No more tears, you moving forward. He leans in, his lips brushing against yours with a dominant force. The kiss is intense, his control evident in the way he claims your lips with a passionate urgency. His touch is commanding, each moment deliberate and overpowering. His hand grips your waist, pulling you close with an assertiveness that leaves no room for resistance. The kiss deepens, and you feel his dominance in every motion. His tongue explores yours with a determined power. His kiss both consuming and possessive. As he pulls back, his breath is warm against your lips. His eyes locked up into yours with a mix of satisfaction and possessiveness. His hand remains on your hips, holding you close, his presence unmistakably commanding. The sound of your mother calling for you from outside the room strikes as well. You look at Jimin, who maintains his composed and confident demeanor. He gently twirls you towards the door, his touch firm but reassuring. For our future baby, his words are final, directive, and he gives you a steady nod. You glance back at him, a swirl of emotion turning inside you. Jimin's encouragement steals your resolve as you head towards the door with a deep breath. Your mother scolds you and drags you into the hall. Her excitement about becoming the mother-in-law of a billionaire is evident on her face, while you feel increasingly despondent. The sight of Jungkook, a strikingly handsome man sitting between his parents with a shy smile, deepens your sadness. You question if you're going to cheat with someone who deserves the Miss Universe, feeling guilty. Your house is small, so the private space available is your room. You lead Jungkook there, walking ahead of him. Please take a seat, you stammer, turning to face him but avoiding eye contact. Jungkook sits down, scanning the room before his gaze settles on you. Stand nervously looking down. Jungkook decides to start the conversation. I can see you're nervous, that's why you're not even looking at me, but I would suggest you to take a look at least once, see what your life partner looks like. Maybe I'm bald, he jokes despite knowing he's handsome. It's his innocent and charming face that makes you feel even sadder. You're worried about breaking his heart in future. Please, he prompts again. And you finally look up, but the eye contact makes you look away. Jungkook's head stands up and pulls a piece of paper from his pocket, handing it to you. I don't think you'll be able to speak up in person, so here's my number. If you have any problem with the marriage or if your parents are forcing you, send me a message. I promise I'll fix this. Jungkook had initially thought you were simply shy, but your lack of effort in starting the conversation makes him second guess. He leaves giving you his number. Once Jungkook is gone, you collapse onto your bed and start crying. You're deeply troubled by your situation, knowing you're not the type of a person who would use someone for money. Despite the Jimin has made you do, Jimin soon emerges from the bathroom and snatches the paper Jungkook had given you. You're messed up. Jimin says displeased with your behavior. You're supposed to look happy. I can't do this, Jimin. Please, he replied. Listen, we've argued about this enough. No more. Jimin says coldly, making you cry harder. Why are you crying? Jimin asks, sitting beside you and taking your hand. Jimin, it's not right. He's such an honest man. We shouldn't play with his feelings, but it's for our future. We'll have our own house in a nice neighborhood and our kids will go to good schools. But Jimin, please support me. I'm doing this for both of us. I promise I'll return the money in the future, but right now we really need it. He insists as usual. Jimin words convince you as you nod, wiping away your tears. Promise me we'll return his money. I promise. Let's just stop crying and wash your face. Jimin says, leaving the paper to me. I handed it. You head to the bathroom to change while Jimin picks up your phone to message Jungkook. Meanwhile, Jungkook is driving home when he receives a message from you. Unable to wait, he picks up his phone and reads the message. I'm sorry, Jungkook. I was just nervous. Don't think I don't want to marry you. I can't wait to marry you. Please talk to my parents and arrange the marriage soon. A broad smile spreads across Jungkook's face. He's so smitten that he would be heartbroken if he knew the truth. His mother reminds him. Jungkook mother. Jungkook, don't use the phone while driving. Yeah, mom. Jungkook replies, sending a heart sticker before putting his phone away. His smile never fading. Jimin continues to chat with Jungkook as you apologizing and making excuses to avoid meeting. The day passes and the wedding date approaches. Jungkook comes to your home to pick up so you can choose your wedding outfit. Jimin has given you strict instruction to behave well, but when Jungkook arrives and starts talking to your parents, you feel so intimidated to face him, so you pretend to be ill. Your mother enters your room, her expression shifting from surprise to concern as she sees you lying in the bed claiming to be ill. Why are you lying here? Jungkook is waiting outside. She says, clearly shocked by your behavior given that your future husband is waiting to see you. You look up with a pained expression. Amma, I'm not feeling well, you say, trying to sound as unwell as possible. Your mother places her hand on your forehead to check your temperature, her concern growing. You were fine earlier. What happened now? She questions, sensing that your symptoms don't match the urgency of your request. I don't know. Can you please tell him I can't come today? You plead. No, why? There's only 1 week left before the wedding. When will pick your gown? You need to get up now. You don't have fever, just a little bit of tiredness, which will go away. Come on, get up. She insists, her tone leaving no room for argument. Mama, please. You continue to beg, hoping to avoid the meeting. Why? She exclaims with a stern look, her eyes wide as she pulls you to the feet. Why don't you want to meet him? He told me he wanted to take you on a date, but you had exams. What exams, why? I'm scared to face him, you admit, your voice quivering as you try to avoid her gaze. Why? He won't bite you, she says, turning you around and adjusting your hair. She cups your face gently. Jungkook is the sweetest and the kindest person I have ever met. He never made us feel inferior to his status. Your father gave him some money to contribute the wedding, and Jungkook accepted it graciously, understanding her emotions. If he's making all these efforts, it's our responsibility to make an effort to you hum, feeling a pang of guilt. You get up reluctantly, following your mother's advice. Get inside. When he's reclining the car door for you, glide into the plush interior, a car you have only dreamt of sitting in. Jungkook closes the door and takes a seat, fastening his seatbelt. Noticing the struggle with your seatbelt, Jungkook chuckles softly. I've never sat in a car before. It's okay, Ryan. Do you want me to help you? Jungkook offers. Yes, please. You respond, allowing him to fasten your side seat. You close your eyes, slightly anxious about the situation. Jungkook's disappointment is palpable. He had hoped to hold your hand and create a bond, but your fear makes him wonder how you'll handle the moments. Then Jungkook says, settling into his seat, thank you, your murmur, starting out of the window. Jungkook starts the engine, stealing glances at you throughout the drive. Your refusal to look at him only deepens his confusion. Does this mean you are being forced this marriage? Decide to address his concern directly and pulls over the restaurant. He opens the door for you and looks up at him with a puzzled expression. You need to talk. Jungkook says, his smile gone replaced by a serious expression, but you remain unsure. It's important, Ryan, please insist. You nod, following him to the restaurant. He pulls out a chair for you and gesture for you to sit. Although you have feelings for Jimin and no real connection to Jungkook, you can't help but appreciate his gentlemanly demeanor, especially in contrast to Jimin's harshness. Jungkook sits down and takes a moment to compose himself before looking up at you. You seem confused and distressed. Ryan, is there anyone forcing you into this marriage? Jungkook asks, concern evident in his voice. You hesitate, tears swelling up as you struggle to speak. What's wrong, Ryan? Why are you crying? Jungkook asks, his voice full of worry as you begin to sob uncontrollably. The tension of other diners turns to you and the disapproving look at your discomfort. Jungkook moves his chair closer, his voice softening. Why are you crying? You look around embarrassed by the stress. You didn't make me cry, someone else did. You say, tears streaming down your face. Who made you cry, Ryan? Jungkook asks gently. My boyfriend, he wants your money and he's forcing me into this marriage. He's using me. Everyone warned me he wasn't right for me, but I didn't listen. Now I see he doesn't love me. He only wants my money. You confess, your voice breaking. Jungkook is taken amid his feelings as a mix of shock, hurt. The person my parents arranged for me to marry is so handsome and good person, but I thought I'd stay with a jerk. You say, looking at Jungkook with confidence. Jungkook says deeply and takes your hand in his. Do you still want to be with him? You shake your head. He's using me up. I did everything for him, but I can't play with your feelings. I know you like me and you want to marry me. I still like you and want to marry up with him. You take a moment to reflect on your past with Jimin and your future with Jungkook. You realize Jungkook is far better and deserving for your affection. But you need some time to get to know your oppa. Understanding that healing from a toxic relationship takes time. That's understandable. Jungkook replies, standing up with a warm smile. We can postpone the wedding, but you need to come up with me to shop for the dress since I have cancelled my meeting. Thank you, pa. You see your blush rising to your cheeks. I Jungkook for you, he says with a sweet smile, leading you out of the restaurant. You follow him, feeling a glimmer of hope amidst the turmoil.